Have you ever wondered how the life journey of Samuel Alito, a prominent figure in American jurisprudence, began? Well, the story begins in the heart of Trenton, New Jersey, where Samuel Alito was born to Italian immigrant parents. His parents, who had journeyed across the Atlantic in search of a better life, instilled in him the values of hard work and determination. Growing up in Hamilton Township, Alito's early life was a testament to the quintessential American dream. His education played a crucial role in shaping his future. He first attended Princeton University, an institution known for its rigorous academic environment. It was here where Alito began to show signs of his deep interest in law and politics. His intellectual curiosity and dedication to understanding the complex dynamics of the legal system and political science set him apart from his peers. His time at Princeton not only equipped him with a strong academic foundation, but also shaped his worldview. Following his time at Princeton, Alito's pursuit of legal knowledge led him to Yale Law School, one of the most prestigious law schools in the world. At Yale, Alito continued to distinguish himself through his exceptional understanding of the law. His passion for jurisprudence was evident, and his commitment to his studies was unwavering. The combination of his upbringing, his education at Princeton and Yale, and his inherent interest in law and politics all contributed to Alito's early inclination towards a career in law. Reflecting on Alito's early life, it's clear that his journey was not shaped by chance. Instead, it was a path marked by a steadfast commitment to learning and a deep-seated interest in the legal system. From an early age, Alito was on a path to a distinguished career in law. But before his rise to the judiciary, Alito made a detour into military service. This detour was not a casual one, but an important phase that shaped his character and laid the foundation for his future career. Samuel Alito served in the U.S. Army Reserve, an experience that instilled in him discipline, resilience, and a profound respect for the rule of law. His time in the military was not just a period of service, but a testament to his dedication to his country and its values. Following his military service, Alito transitioned into a role that allowed him to apply his legal expertise more directly. As an assistant attorney general, he was responsible for upholding the law, a task he approached with an unwavering commitment to justice. This role demanded not only legal acumen but also a deep understanding of public service, both of which Alito displayed in abundance. His dedication and commitment did not go unnoticed. Alito was appointed as a U.S. attorney, a position that placed him at the forefront of the legal system. In this role, he was responsible for prosecuting federal crimes, a task that required him to balance the pursuit of justice with the protection of individual rights. Alito approached this challenging role with the same dedication and commitment he had displayed in his previous roles. These early career stages were more than just steps on a career ladder for Alito. They were opportunities to serve his country and uphold its legal system, a responsibility he did not take lightly. His dedication to public service was not just a professional obligation, but a personal commitment that shaped his approach to law and justice. Alito's early career was marked by a strong commitment to public service, a trait that would follow him throughout his life. This commitment, demonstrated in his military service and early legal career, would become a defining characteristic of his approach to the judiciary, laying the groundwork for his future role as a Supreme Court justice. Alito's career took a significant turn when he was appointed to the Third Circuit Court of Appeals. This pivotal moment came after his years of service as an assistant attorney general and U.S. attorney. The appointment was an affirmation of his legal acumen and his unwavering commitment to the rule of law. Serving on the Third Circuit Court of Appeals, Alito brought a conservative perspective to the bench, grounded in his belief in a strict interpretation of the Constitution. His decisions were marked by a deep respect for precedent, reflecting the principle of stare decisis, which calls for judges to adhere to previously decided cases. While on the Third Circuit, Alito presided over a wide range of cases, from civil rights disputes to complex commercial matters. He earned a reputation for his thorough, careful analysis and clear, concise opinions. His colleagues on the bench admired his intellectual rigor and collegiality. They noted his ability to articulate complex legal concepts in a way that was both accessible and persuasive. One of the significant cases that came before Alito during this time was Planned Parenthood versus Casey. In this case, Alito wrote a dissenting opinion, arguing that a Pennsylvania law requiring women seeking an abortion to notify their husbands did not impose an undue burden. His opinion demonstrated his conservative judicial philosophy, and it was later upheld by the Supreme Court. During his time on the Third Circuit Court of Appeals, Alito also demonstrated a commitment to judicial restraint, often deferring to the decisions of elected bodies unless they clearly violated the Constitution. This approach reflected his belief in the separation of powers and the limited role of the judiciary. Alito's tenure on the Third Circuit Court of Appeals was marked by intellectual rigor, principled decision-making, and a deep respect for the rule of law. His decisions during this time showcased his conservative judicial philosophy, which would later come into play during his time on the Supreme Court. Alito's time on the Third Circuit Court of Appeals solidified his reputation as a thoughtful and principled jurist. His decisions during this period laid the groundwork for his future contributions to the Supreme Court and the American legal landscape. The pinnacle of Alito's career came in 2005, when he was nominated to the Supreme Court by President George W. Bush. As we delve into the Supreme Court nomination and confirmation process, it's important to note that this is no small feat. It's a rigorous process filled with intense scrutiny and heated debates. The year 2005 was no different. The political climate was charged, with a Republican president and a divided Congress. Alito's nomination was not without controversy. Samuel Alito, known for his conservative views, was seen by some as a potentially divisive figure. His past rulings and opinions were dissected, his ideology questioned. The nomination sparked a fierce debate between the two parties. Democrats voiced concerns about Alito's conservative record, fearing he could shift the balance of the court. Republicans, on the other hand, praised his intellect and integrity, firmly backing his nomination. Moving forward to the confirmation hearings, Alito faced a grueling interrogation by the Senate Judiciary Committee. Senators grilled him on a range of issues, from his views on abortion to executive power. Alito, however, remained composed throughout, defending his record and emphasizing his commitment to the rule of law. He reiterated his belief in the importance of judicial independence, assuring the committee that his personal views would not influence his decisions as a Supreme Court justice. Finally, after weeks of hearings and deliberations, the vote was cast. The Senate, after much debate, voted in favor of Alito's confirmation. It was a close vote, reflecting the contentious nature of his nomination, but in the end, Alito had secured his place in the highest court of the land. Despite the challenges, Alito was confirmed and took his seat on the Supreme Court in 2006. His journey to the Supreme Court was fraught with challenges and controversies, but Alito's strong resolve and unwavering commitment to the rule of law ultimately prevailed. Since joining the Supreme Court, Alito has left an indelible mark on American jurisprudence. In the years following his confirmation in 2006, Samuel Alito has consistently demonstrated a conservative judicial philosophy. This can be characterized by his respect for constitutional originalism, which is the belief that the Constitution should be interpreted as its authors originally intended. His rulings often reflect a strong deference to the powers of the executive and legislative branches, and he is known for his support of law enforcement and national security interests. Alito's tenure on the Supreme Court has been marked by several key majority opinions that have shaped American law. One such case is McDonald v. City of Chicago, where Alito wrote the majority opinion affirming an individual's right to bear arms under the Second Amendment. Another noteworthy case is Burwell v. Hobby Lobby, where he sided with the majority in ruling that closely held corporations can refuse to cover contraception in their health insurance plans on religious grounds. Throughout his time on the bench, Alito's membership in the Federalist Society has provided further insight into his conservative leanings. The Federalist Society is a group of conservatives and libertarians dedicated to reforming the current legal order. They are united by the principle that the state exists to preserve freedom, that the separation of governmental powers is central to the Constitution, and that it is emphatically the province and duty of the judiciary to say what the law is, not what it should be. Alito's association with the Federalist Society underscores his commitment to these principles, and his judicial record supports this. His rulings often reflect a conservative interpretation of the Constitution, a strong belief in the separation of powers, and a commitment to the rule of law. From his humble beginnings to his current position on the highest court in the land, Alito's journey is a testament to his dedication, intellect, and unwavering commitment to the rule of law.